Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearts of Iron 4 video. I guess my first Hearts of Iron 4 video, but yeah, this is what I've been working on for the past few days. I got my PC set up, I got all that stuff set up. Anyway, today we'll be playing as Italy. And yeah, if you enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah. Alright, so after logging in, the first most pressing issue is Ethiopia. I have no idea how to fight any nation. This is my first time playing Hearts of Iron 4, so I was determined to figure it out, and that's kind of why I chose Italy, is because with Ethiopia, even if you lose, you're just going to lose archery in Somalia. But I guess let's see if I can beat the Ethiopians or not. Offensive line, but as you can see, I have no idea what I'm doing. So eventually I just press a bunch of buttons, and I screw up pretty badly. Crap. Stuff like this happens a lot in Ethiopia. There was about a few hours of this. I cut it down just because I didn't want you guys to see me struggle, but no, the struggles in Ethiopia lasted until 1938. I decided to look over the Italian focus tree. Unfortunately, most of the focus tree requires you to have either withdrawn from Ethiopia or to have beaten Ethiopia, meaning my options were quite limited. However, there was some nice economy paths that I could take, and for the next 2 years, I mainly took them because those were the main paths, economy and army strengthening, the two main paths you can take when you haven't beaten Ethiopia yet. So at least we got a good economy. Northern front was going terribly badly in Ethiopia. I actually managed to push in the south, and I thought, provided if we continue pushing, we would eventually be able to reach the capital.
Pronto all'azione.
Honestly, Mr.
Formazione. Attento! Ripiegate! Avanzate! Comandi! Avanzate! Avanzate! Avanti! Comandi!
It's now mid-1936, closer to 1937. I figured out a little bit about combat, and things are going slightly better for us. In the south, I've almost reached the capital. After hours of streaming and a lot of hard battles, a viewer somewhat taught me how to actually fight. I figured out I don't have supply in the north, which is probably why my guys aren't fighting well. And with that, it made it a lot easier to fight Ethiopia. However, with all the time wasted, it was already close to 1938.
It says no divisions are assigned to a lot of.
Speaking of that, Germany had already annexed Austria and Czechoslovakia. This was a bit scary because I planned to go down the historical route of Italy in World War II, meaning after Czechoslovakia, they start World War II, and I was not at all ready to fight France and Britain. So I really had to hurry up. However, as luck would have it, after capturing Debris Marcos, Ethiopia finally would surrender. After like 2 to 3 years of conflict, I had finally subjugated Ethiopia. However, I was years late on my focus tree now, and Germany was close to starting World War II.
Yes! They're dead! They're dead! Oh my god, we finally did it! Oh! Let's go! It was like 3 years. Let's go! Oh.
After deciding peace with Ethiopia, it was time to deal with the Sultanate of Assa. I decided to send them an ultimatum because they were essentially defenseless.
I mean, I think it's better just to send an ultimatum to them than not. There's just a chance that they surrender. Wait, one of the following must be true.
With the Ethiopians defeated, I could finally progress in my focus tree, and doing so would allow me to continue my expansion into the Balkans and other countries. Assa accepts our ultimatum, making our conquest of the Horn of Africa nearly complete.
Sultan of Assa. We just got 2 guys over here too. Nice. German
Developments are going around in Europe. Germany decides to annex Memel, and I get a mission to occupy Albania.
We're being created. I can't tell. Occupy Albania? What? Strong between. We just occupy them?
With the limited time I do have before World War II, I decided to start justifying on Yugoslavia and continuing my expansion into the Balkans.
Okay. Guess we'll justify war on them. Albanian occupation is like a few days away, so might as well wait just to see if they. Okay. So what does Albanian nation do? Italian ultimatum. Until they accept, I kind of want to go down this path maybe, but first I want to start investing into my area. So Ministry of Italian Africa should work fine.
With Albania folding, the only thing left in my expansion of the Balkans was justifying on Yugoslavia, taking Yugoslavia out, and then later taking Greece out. Divisions available to Italy. Yugoslavia bent under the Italian boot. They lost Dalmatia to me. I gained Montenegro as a puppet, and I gained Yugoslavia as a puppet. Even better, I had access to their 24 Division army, which I placed on the border of France to use it when World War II starts. It was finally 1939, and Germany declared war on Poland. Their soldiers came into Poland and melted them like butter. However, things were bad because that meant that the Allies were now over with the German Reich. I decided to wait in order to build up more strength before joining the war. I decided that I'd probably strike around the time Germany capitulates Denmark and Norway. After some waiting, I decided to finally strike into France. However, because the French line was well armed and the mountainous terrain, it made it quite hard to actually get any land. Also, the French and British were way more prepared colonially than I originally thought, and that led to losses in Africa.
What's the stalling?
With me hyper-focused on the main front in France, I forgot to guard the island of Sardinia, and it fell quickly. However, in Africa, I was gaining minor victories, mainly in Tunisia and near Sudan.
France is not easy. Okay. Oh, we've gained some actual ground.
After sadly being pushed out of Tunisia, I decided to focus more on other fronts. So I went over to Egypt, and to my surprise, I had actually managed to push a tile. I decided to possibly continue towards Alexandria. I was making good gains in Ethiopia, successfully capturing Carrot Town in Sudan. However, more towards the south, I was losing a lot of ground, mainly because my my lines weren't that thick. I didn't have too many guys there, and I decided to focus more on the north instead of the south.
We're making some ground. We're running kind of low on oil.
With how long it took to stream all this and do all this work, this video is going to be in 2 parts. I think now is a good time to end off. If you guys enjoyed, please sure to like and subscribe. I enjoyed making this, and I will say that there will be more videos like this in the future. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the narrative HOI4 content. Be sure to have a good day, and yeah, bye.